What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, we got to talk about this article that I found on No Film School. You guys might have seen I posted this up on X. I just put these three words. It's getting ugly. And then this No Film School article, which we're going to read in a second. Hollywood is dying. 42,000 jobs gone in just 2 years. Damn! Let me say it louder for the people in the back. 42,000 jobs gone in just 2 years. And if you guys will remember what was going on 2 years ago, do you guys remember what was going on 2 years ago?
LA is a union town. On strike, shut it down.
Take pictures.
LA is a union town. On strike, shut it down.
Graham. I'm a WGA member and DGA member. It's day 75 of the WGA strike, day one of the SAG strike. We're so excited to have our friends out here and to see cast members from my shows, Daisy Jones and the Six and League of Their Own. This is a historic moment. It's never happened before, and it's a moment where the people who make our industry what it is are standing up and saying, we want our fair part of that. And it couldn't be more exciting to be out here.
Oh, the Hollywood strikes. That's what was going on 2 years ago. And we tried to tell them then, hey, this don't seem like a smart move. It seems like Hollywood is already contracting. It seems like Hollywood is already in a bad situation. Maybe now is not the time to go on strike and tell your owners you want to raise. We did multiple videos about that. Me and other cats did multiple videos about that. Did they listen? Nope, they didn't listen. They didn't listen. They saying the future of Hollywood looks grim. Here's what's shaping it. Yeah, the future was grim 2 years ago when y'all was walking up and down in that hot-ass sun on Sunset Boulevard. Okay? And look, if you're one of these people that's in this picture, you're one of the 42K. All right? I'm sorry to say, you're one of the 42K. Out here talking trash with your little funny signs and all of that shit. Union power. Ted Sarandos ate my son. Yeah, now who's laughing? Ha 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 ha. Now who's laughing? These are the 42K, ladies and gentlemen, all right? These are the 42K. We knew it. We told them, y'all ain't gonna make it on the other side of the strike. You're just not. You're basically going out there to make more money for the upper top dogs. That's what's going down. And you're just going to be collateral damage. They're just going to get rid of y'all dumb asses, okay? All the actors are just screaming, yelling, hollering. Union strong. Okay, yep, good job. No jobs. Where's your jobs at right now, all right? Except for this motherfucker. Now, this guy, he got a job, okay? This bastard got a job raising his fist. Power to the people. Power to the people. Yeah, guess what? He's out somewhere in, like, London shooting, what's your name, Spider-Man? Brand New Day. He got a job. He's good. He's all the way good. What about the rest of you guys? All right. What about you dudes? Hey, how y'all doing? Again, this is the 42K that we tried to tell them. Yep, but they didn't want to listen. So it is what it is at this point. Yeah, so 42,000 jobs gone in just 2 years. Let's go ahead and check this article out. It says, if you work in entertainment, you probably heard some variation of this last year. Survive Till 25. Man, did they ever get them on that one? Did they ever get the 42K on that one? Everybody, is the survival rate for the 42K. What's the survival rate? None of y'all survived 42K. Y'all, when are y'all going to stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe? Y'all fell hard for that shit, didn't you? Survive till 25. Don't worry, guys. Everything's going to be all right. What's the next one? Oh, we going to fix in 26. We gonna fix in 26, baby. Just hang in there. Guys, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be heaven in 27. Why are y'all listening to these people? 42K. Bruh, fell for it. Every single time you got hoodwinked. Bro, it's sad, man. It's sad. Things have been bleak. In a recent article from the Wall Street Journal, the reporting goes as far as to call Los Angeles's production prospects a disaster movie. And y'all are the victims of the disaster. Not everybody dies in the disaster movie, all right? Not everybody dies. Look, this dude, he like, I'm good. I don't know what y'all talking about. Everything's good. Everything's coming up roses for old Mark Ruffalo. But y'all fell for the banana in the tailpipe, and y'all on the other end Like I always say, it's they like the hungry kid peeking through the window at a fancy restaurant. Damn, I'm hungry, bruh. Hey, where's my food at? And then they just pull the curtains on you. Yeah, we don't want to see that. That's the problem, man. They don't listen to us. I had your back. I'd made multiple videos saying, yo, it ain't what y'all think it is, okay? This ain't going to go the way that you think. The numbers are stark. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, around 100,000 people were employed in Los Angeles County's motion picture industry at the end of 2024. 2 years earlier, that figure stood at 142,000. That's a loss of 42,000 jobs. And right now, it's probably even more because this was calculated at the end of 2024. Right now, we're at the end of 2025. So at the end of 2025, how many more jobs have been lost? This number probably down to like 90,000 at this point. So it's probably over 52,000 jobs at this point. Nearly a third of the workforce in 2024. Bro, y'all got hoodwinked, man. All of these clowns, all of these dudes, man, these cats. I'm talking to y'all. Look, if anybody watching this video, if you are in one of these pictures, all right, if y'all are one of these people out here, and it's like, no, I'm still working, shout me out, all right? Say, nah, DA, that's me right there in this picture. I'm holding the sign with the SAG-AFTRA shirt. I'm still working. I'm still in it. All right, but 42,000 of your peoples ain't, and probably more than that. The decline shows no signs of stopping. It sure as hell don't. Because guess what? Everybody's moving overseas. Everybody's getting the hell out of L.A. Everybody's moving on. They're like, bruh, the studios? Man, Disney is like packed up. They're like in the UK right now. Like, we got to shoot Doomsday in UK. We shooting Spider-Man in the UK. We ain't, well, that's Sony. But still, nobody is shooting in the LA market anymore. That's why it's 42,000 jobs down. Wall Street Journal's report paints a now familiar picture. An Oscar-winning sound mixer who can't find a gig, an animator who worked on Pocahontas who's out of work. These are talented people having to recalibrate everything they know about Hollywood. I told them this during the strike. Bruh, it's like, I said, look, if you got any measure of talent, there is no way in hell you should be working in Hollywood right now. You should be trying to put something together that's independent, that's away from Hollywood, something that you control. If you really got the skills like that, if you got the talent like that, if you got these kind of credentials where you're an Oscar-winning sound mixer, you should be focused on, yeah, man, let me do my own shit. Let me do my own thing. And let me partner up with some of my homies. And they, all right, man, I know a screenwriter that works over here. Hey, bro, come together. Hey, I got a director friend. I got a couple of actor friends. I got people. I got connections. I'm an Oscar-winning sound mixer. Look, I got to do my own thing. Hollywood is leaving us out to dry. They don't care anymore. They're looking for tax breaks and tax incentives. They're going out. Remember when we was talking about, what was that? Mel Gibson?
Something, but it was still easier and more cost-effective to shoot in Nevada. But I had to do a reshoot on there, and I thought, well, it's only a day shoot. I'll pick it up here in Los Angeles. And it was cheaper, more cost-effective to fly the entire American crew, buy them air tickets, fly them to Bulgaria, house them, feed them for 3 days, and do the shooting there for 3 days rather than to just shoot for 1 day locally in Los Angeles where they all lived.
It's cheaper to film in Bulgaria. Rob Lowe was like, it's cheaper to film in Ireland. We could pack up the whole crew, go over to Ireland. It's cheaper than filming something in LA. So if you can't find a gig, that's your problem, all right? Same thing with the animator that's working on Pocahontas. You should be doing something on your own. You should have already moved on. Straight up, real talk. Film LA, the official film office for the city and county, reported that on-location production was down 22% in the first quarter of 2025 compared to the same period last year. We've reported these numbers before. None of this stuff is new. I've done videos on these numbers. It's like it's drying up. It's just crazy how this is working right now. Television production has been especially hard hit. The region reached a peak of 18,560 annual shoot days in 2021. By 2024, that number had plummeted to just 7,000 716. It's a 58.4% decline in 3 years. You mean to tell me that television production in LA has declined by damn near 60%? They snookered you. They made y'all believe that everything was going to be all right during them strikes. You got fooled. You got played.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Paul Audley, president of Film LA, told NBC Los Angeles that 24 was the worst year on record, excluding COVID. The first quarter of 2025 looks even worse. Every major category of production, from television dramas to commercials, logged fewer shoot days compared to the year before. Now, why do y'all think this is, okay? Why do y'all think this is? Why is this happening? Hollywood don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the problems. They don't want to hear what's really going on. The problem, Hollywood, is you have made yourselves irrelevant by the content that you've made. We warned you. All of the woke movies, all of the DEI push, race swaps, gender swaps, all of that stuff in the mainstream content. Like if you just said, all right, man, we're going to do some of that stuff in our other smaller art house films, that's fine. But when it comes to the MCU and when it comes to Star Wars and when it comes to Star Trek, when it comes to the big franchises, we leaving them alone. We're not going to try to wokeify all of these major franchises because that's honestly our bread and butter. That's honestly the bread and butter. So we're going to leave those alone, and we're going to make sure that any actors that come into these franchises ain't activists, because there's a lot of activists that are actors. We're going to make sure that those guys, hey, stand to the side or shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Rachel, shut up. All right, that's what we're going to make sure we do, okay? But they're not going to talk about that at all right? They're not going to talk about the fact that Hollywood hates half of their audience. That these woke jokers over in Hollywood hate half their audience. They're not going to talk about that in this No Film School article. I can tell you that right now. I haven't even read this far. I got up to this point and I already knew where it was going. I haven't even gotten this far. But we're going to read it and see what they're saying together. What's driving this collapse? Multiple factors have made this unemployment stew. We have not yet recovered from the WGA and SAG strikes. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We haven't recovered. This is the recovery. You are in the recovery period. This is what the recovery from a strike that should have never happened looks like. Nobody's working. 42K. That's what it looks like. Oh, we haven't recovered yet. No, y'all recovered. This is what it is. I'm sorry. Maybe y'all didn't understand it. But we told you, you can't keep doing what it is you're doing to your audience and expect your audience to hang out and hang around, especially, again, when it comes to these big franchises. And big franchises, let's just be honest, is what's running the industry. It's the Marvels, it's the Star Wars, it's the DC shit. That's what's running the industry. When you guys decided that you hate those fans, everybody was like, oh, okay, y'all hate us? Deuces, I'm out. And this is what's left. This is the recovery. Bruh, man, these people don't get it. The streaming bubble has burst with major companies pulling back on content spending after years of explosive growth. The fires uprooted many. They're going to talk about the fires. Look, the fires that definitely is a problem. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of people that work in Hollywood that live in Palisades, maybe even Altadena, where those fires were hot and heavy and burned down a lot of homes. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but that's not the reason that this is happening. It's not the Palisades fires. Like, y'all don't understand how the fans are looking at you. I think that's the problem with Hollywood. They don't see how the fans see this shit. And the fans are like, look, we don't want, like, this woke crap coming into our spaces. We didn't want the sequel trilogy. We didn't want MCU. We didn't want Disney princesses butchered beyond recognition to the point where Snow White doesn't even get saved by the prince. She's not going to be saved by the prince. Like, what is this? Nobody's rocking with this anymore. They have rejected you. It is over. And y'all don't seem to understand it. Look, these cats over here, I told y'all, they wasn't going to understand it. California has also lost significant ground to competitors. Audley said the state now is ranked 6th. What the? Wow. 6th in the world for filming, behind Toronto, the UK, Vancouver, Central Europe, and Australia.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
So basically, the rest of the world, all right? 2 spots in Canada, Central Europe and the UK, so Europe and Australia, is beating California for film production? Wow. But again, Cali did it to themselves. They tried to jump in with the tax credits. All right, we got these tax credits. Everything's going to be all right. Look, they're talking about it right here. Between 2020 and 2024, an estimated 71 projects that failed to secure California's tax credits moved out of the state. You know why? Because California tried to tie DEI requirements to their tax credits. At least initially. I think they've changed it since, but during that period of time, all right, through these 4 years, they tried to say, well, if you want to get these tax credits, you got to have DEI. You got to have a certain amount of your group, be from, marginalized communities and all of that dumb shit. Like, y'all have done it to yourselves. You have absolutely done it to yourselves. California, blame Gavin Newsom for this dumb shit. The Entertainment Community Fund, formerly the Actors Fund, are reported distributing more than $5.6 million to almost 3,000 people in the first half of 2024. That's nearly 6 times the pre-pandemic average. So they just been doling out money. I guess those other actors are trying to help them keep it afloat. Because I'm like, where's all this money coming from? Where's this 5.6 million come from for the first half of 2024? And then they was telling them survive till 25. Fuck. It ain't no survival, baby.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The organization's Western Regional Executive Director, Kevin McNutt, says that requests for mental health services, career counseling and support groups have surged. I bet they have. These people were so sure that once we go on strike, everything's going to be good. Everybody in LA, they were applauding this. They were clapping it up. All of these cats, they was like, oh yeah, man, everything's going to be good. On the other side of the strikes, we're going to have more money. We're going to have more opportunities. They're going to extend these writer rooms. They're going to blow things up and we're going to get paid. Man, this is great. And what happened? Congratulations, you played yourself. You should have never listened to those union bosses. Why? And look, even with all of that being said, they're going to listen to the union bosses next year because there's a possibility they'll go on strike in 26. These contracts only last like 3 years. So from 23 to 26, there's a possibility that this could happen again. And they're going to listen to those same morons that put them in this situation to begin with. Not the 42K that can't find work. The 42K, they like, man, we already done. You should be making your own stuff right now. Right now, everybody that's in this 42K, you all should be out there doing something on your own. You should not be listening to Hollywood. You shouldn't even be having your eyes on Hollywood. You should be going in a completely different direction. Bro, this is crazy shit. The Art Directors Guild reported in 2024 that 75% of its 3,000 members are currently unemployed. Can you imagine that? If you're an art director and you join this guild and you got all of this union shit going on, in 2024, 75% of y'all don't even got jobs right now.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The Guild also suspended its Production Design Initiative program, which offers paid training in various art department roles because there simply aren't enough jobs for trainees. And there's probably not enough money. How you going to pay people to train in something, number one, where there's no jobs, and number two, where there's probably no money? Who's putting money into this thing? All right, where's the money at? Unemployment in film and TV hit 16.1% in June of 24. Writer Morgan Evans said on TikTok that the figure was worse than half as bad as the Great Depression. They talking about, bruh, they are referencing the Great Depression right now. That's how bad shit is in Hollywood. The entertainment industry's August unemployment rate was 10.9%, more than double the national average. So they're doubly more unemployed. And this is the August unemployment. So this is just a couple of months ago. The August unemployment rate, 10.9%. This is the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Let's see if can we find it? Okay, look, here it is right here. Unemployment and employment. The unemployment rate, 10.9% in August of 25. This is crazy, man. And this shit just keeps going. Look, it was 11.8. Then they thought, all right, we good. 3.9, 6.6, 10.9. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. Look, what are y'all going to do? What's the next move for the 42K? In my opinion, again, you need to go out there. You need to get away from Hollywood. Hollywood ain't got nothing for you. And they have pretty much abandoned you at this point. They saying, look, yeah, hey, guys, thanks for marching up and down in the hot sun on Sunset Boulevard and Melrose Avenue. We appreciate you. Salute to you guys. You guys are real troopers. We're going to take all of the money that you guys helped us make, and we're going to go on and live our lives. And hey, look, good luck to you guys in your chosen professions. Hope your, Starbucks works out for you. Being a barista, man, that's an important job. All right. That's what they're saying to him now. It is mad business right now. If I was these guys, man, I'm over somewhere else doing something else with my own talent. Like, you've created talent for yourself. Go do something independent and give a giant middle finger to Hollywood. Why are you guys still trying to hope for the hope? Forget it. It's over with. All right. They left y'all out to dry. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. Dead Hollywood, 42K gone in 2 years. And it's probably more than that. We're probably over 50K for 2025. We're probably 50K over 2025. This is bad news, man. But look, they did it to themselves. We tried to warn them. They did it to themselves over the course of woke movies, woke television shows, being activists, hating your audience, and then going on strike when there was no damn reason to. It is what it is. But you guys let me know what y'all think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.